Hey, minimum effort here, hope you're all doing well. This week's newest card is the Prowler, and I've been looking forward to this card since it first appeared in data mines, and I'm happy to say it is as good as we expected it to be. Particularly in the deck I'm going to show you, works really well. But I think this is going to be a flexible card. I think you're going to see this card in a lot of different archetypes, whether it's move or not. So let's look at the card. It's a 3-cost 4-power card. With the on reveal, add 2 Thieves' Tools to your hand. Set their costs to 0 if a card moved last turn. So the tools are all very useful. So the first one is Flight Harness. On reveal, give your highest power card here +1 power and move it to the right, which in the deck we're going to be showing you. We're trying to get as many moves as possible. This is a great skill to have. Remote Mines, on reveal, afflict the 2 highest power enemy cards here with -2 power. This is great. I love this one as well because you're going to be playing Prowler ideally on turn... You can play it on turn 3 in this deck, absolutely, but probably on turn 4. There's an ideal curve for this card, which we'll get to with the rundown, but ideally you're going to be playing these skills on turns 5 or 6. So like there are going to be targets for the Remote Mines in particular, because by turn 5 your opponent would hopefully have played more than 2 cards in one location. So yeah, very good card. It's a 1/4 basically that doesn't take up any space on the board. That is great. And the last one is Vibro Shock Gauntlets, which is on reveal. Give your highest power card here +2 power. You get +1 energy next turn. And again, because you're looking to play Prowler on turn 3 or 4, you want to play Vibro Shock Gauntlets if you get it on that turn 5, so you can get the +1 energy next turn. But also you're just boosting your cards and giving them +2 power, and that's really good. So yeah, these tools are very good. Prowler as a 3/4 I think that's a really good stat line. Like if this card was 3/3, this would still be really good. But yeah, Prowler works really well, particularly with the tools in this deck. This is Prowler move, and as you can see, we've gone 9 and 2, 81% win rate, +12 cubes. This deck is sick. I've loved playing this deck, playing these games for you this evening that we're going to show you. But yeah, there's a lot of power in this deck. So let's run through it quickly. So Arana is here, obviously because it can enable you to move a card on turn 2. Obviously if you have Arana played on turn 1, so that if you have Prowler on turn 3, you can play Prowler on turn 3. That's fine. Obviously there are a lot of cards that we want to play on curve. Just go back, look at the deck quickly. You know, if you can play Arana or Batroc on turn 1, that's great. Turn 2, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Kraven, Silk. Great cards. Turn 3, Hydra Stomper, Spider-Punk, Mercury or Prowler, and you can play them onto Silk and get that card moving. If you have Batroc, you can get that card moving as well. So there's just lots of early plays for this game that has really good consistency and just lots of ways to get extra power. And in particularly, Batroc is an absolute king in this deck. Like he is a 1/10 very often. I think he was a 1/11 at one point in one of our games, but he is ridiculous in this deck because you are looking to do those mini moves between the lanes with Silk, with the other cards, with the shield. But yeah, he's a 1/10, guys. That's ridiculous. And with the tools from Prowler, they're not taking up space on the board, so you get kind of free movement for Batroc with these cards as well. So yeah, Batroc can be a 1/10. That seems ridiculous. Sam Wilson, Captain America, obviously yes, if you want to get Sam Wilson on board on turn 2 ahead of Silk, I think that's probably good because you can then get that shield moving. You're adding power to Sam Wilson as well as moving Batroc if Batroc was played on turn 1, and you're just pumping that Hydra Stomper every single time. So yeah, Sam Wilson, really good card in this deck. Obviously you want to get him out as early as possible. So I think possibly better to play Sam Wilson on turn 2 ahead of Silk, just to get those moves going. But yeah, either way, as you'll see in the gameplay highlights, you can't really go wrong because all these cards are going to be moving, all these cards are going to be getting power. Yeah, this is a great deck. I just can't talk highly enough of it at the minute. Yeah, just come off of this run with these games, and yeah, really good deck. Kraven as well. Kraven can go to like a 2/10 very easily as well, just because the amount of moves that you have. Kraven, if you play it on Turn 2, that's great, you can play it on turn 3 and 4 if you have the curve for it, because then you're still going to be moving cards on turns 5 and 6. So Kraven can get a lot of power. Obviously, if your opponent is playing move, and we had a couple of mirror matches in the gameplay where Kraven just keeps getting buffed by them as well. So yeah, Kraven really good. I'm very sorry for this variant, but yeah, it's Banana Kraven, and he's 33% groin in this picture for some reason. Nice. And then Silk. Silk is fast becoming one of my favourite cards in Marvel Snap. Like, just Silk moving around the board, getting that extra power on Batroc, getting it on Hydra Stomper. Such a good card. Like 2/5 is such a good stat line as well. Like wherever Silk ends up, 2/5 is such good value that that's really good for winning that lane. Obviously, yes, if you do have priority, obviously yes, you can choose where Silk is going to go at the end of where your cards are played, but then your opponent's cards will obviously move Silk as well. If they do, that's great though, because obviously Silk is going to still keep buffing Hydra Stomper, which is great. But yeah, Silk, very, very good card. Hydra Stomper, I think in some games we got to like a 316 just from all the moves, and it's a 316. Like, the only other 3-cost card I can think of that even gets close to that is obviously Human Torch. That goes above that from what that card does. But yeah, Hydra Stomper is so good in this deck. It doesn't matter as well, like if you play it on turn 3 or if you play it as part of your later game, because it's ongoing. Like, you just get that extra power, and then if you drop to Hydra Stomper late in the game, that's a real big power drop to surprise your opponent for where it goes. But yeah, Hydra Stomper absolutely. It's very, very strong in this deck. Really, really good card. And then Spider-Punk. First of all, love this variant. Love this border that I put with it as well. Very nice. So yeah, good job, Creative House Pocket. But yeah, Spider-Punk as well. Like, you play Spider-Punk on turn 3 on top of Silk. Silk moves. You still have Spider-Punk that can move as well. You can Arana the Spider-Punk to get it to move without losing its own move. So there's a few different things that you can do with Spider-Punk to get those multiple moves from it. But at the very least, it's going to be a 3/7 if it moves just once. And that's enough, because with the other power that we're putting on the board, it just works. Spider-Punk is a very, very good card again. And then Mercury, we are running the Mercury Cannonball combo, because basically what you want to do is, if you can get your cards to line up where you have Hydra Stomper in one lane, which is going to be big, Batroc, wherever that ends up, is going to be big, and then another lane you can try to lock it out with Juggernaut, which will obviously move those cards out of that lane, or Mercury with Cannonball to destroy the biggest card. So that is what you can do with this deck, and Mercury, very, very key. Also, because again we're going to be playing a lot of mirror matches, Mercury is great to counter that. So Mercury is such a key card in this deck. Obviously it moves once, again, even that is a buff for Hydra Stomper, can move Batroc, all of this. So yeah, Mercury, a very, very good card. And then Prowler, yeah, really adds to this deck. Like, you'll see there's games where you think, okay, the tools, they aren't doing a lot, but they are certainly adding to your cards. Like, as we've said, like being able to move a card and give it 1 power, that's great, because you're giving a card power, and the move is going to affect your other cards to give them power too. That's great. You're taking power away from your opponents. That's great. So yeah, you're getting extra energy as well. Like, ridiculous. This card's brilliant. I love it. Juggernaut, again, like I say, like if you've set up your board correctly, turn 6, if you've got so much power in one lane, just drop a Juggernaut in the other lane and you're bound to win it, because you're going to have cards in the lane. You can move stuff around. But yeah, Juggernaut, very, very key. And then Miles Morales, of course, because you're moving these cards around, you're regularly going to get Miles to be a 1 cost. So if you've moved something, let's say you play Silk onto something onto it on turn 3, that means on turn 4 you can play Prowler and Miles, because Silk moved last turn. That's kind of the curve that you want to go for, whether it's Prowler or Spider-Punk or Hydra Stomper, any of these cards basically that move and get power. So yeah, Miles is regularly going to be 1 cost, and a 1/6 is very good, and you can obviously buff that with the Prowler tools as well if you need to, and move it if you need to. So yeah, a very, very good card here. And then yeah, Cannonball, obviously, even without Mercury, Cannonball's just being able to kind of move that biggest card from that lane away, again, you're going to have a lot of power in those other lanes with Hydra Stomper, Batroc, all these cards. So yeah, Cannonball, similar to Juggernaut, is just a lane winner. Like, this card is really good, and this deck, like, I can't keep talking about it enough. This deck is so strong. Like, you'll see in the gameplay highlights, we win really well. It's kind of an easy deck to play as well, because like, obviously you want to move your cards. You play your cards onto Silk to get Silk to move. You're not playing lots of cards, and you have the flexibility for moves with the shield, one move with Mercury, one move with Spider-Punk, that if you do find yourself clogged, you can just move those cards out of that lane to get another card in, or just do what you need to do. But yeah, absolutely loved playing this deck, really recommend it. So yeah, please give it a try. Please remember as well to subscribe to the channel, trying to bring you as many videos as I can. I'm going to bring you this video, releasing this on Tuesday. I'll release this on Wednesday of this week. I'm going to try and also bring you a Hydro Man deck. That card is kind of mid. I don't think it's a great card, but I've got a really good deck with it, and I really want to show it to you. So I'm going to try and record that for you, to record and release by the end of the week if I can, because then also what I want to do is record a season preview for December's cards, because again, we're going to get a lot of cards in December. I might just start doing a season review of those cards, a season preview of those cards, give them ratings, see how we get on with that, just to bring you something else, a bit more content for the channel as well. So yeah, please support me, please subscribe if you can, like and comment down below, let me know if you play this deck and how you get on. I think you will win a lot if you play this deck. Obviously the counter for that is a lot of people are playing similar decks, and as you'll see, as we do, it's important you kind of get your cards moving first to be able to win those games. But yeah, play this deck, guys, play this deck. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy these gameplay highlights, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Okay, cool. We're up against Logan James. Dream Dimension, obviously. Stops us playing Cannonball on turn 5, should we need to. Zombie stuff. Okay. Can we get some movers going? No dimension. We have a Silk. Beautiful. Armor. Okay. Standard deck. Right, let's get Silk moving. +5 energy is very good. I think then we'll play Spider-Punk. And we'll play Hydra Stomper mid. Reason for that is if both Silk and Batroc go mid, we have another card there to move them out. Spider-Man, Miles Morales will be 1 cost next turn. If we can get Prowler from top deck, that would be great. The Jin we're not massively worried about. Obviously, we need board space as well. They've taken out Arana, that's not too bad. Silk moves again. Okay, Patriot. Patriot boosts the Horde as well, doesn't it? So yeah, so we've got a few moves. Our Hydra Stomper's looking good. Can we get Sam Wilson? I would have loved to have obviously Prowler. Let's see. Do we move Spider-Punk now, or do we wait and see where it moves to? I think we need to wait and see where it goes. Zombie Giant Man mid, of course. If they feel as well, obviously Cannonball will destroy something rather than just moving it, which is pretty good as well. They're going to have a lot of energy as well, so yeah, I think we've got a decent chance of hitting something with Cannonball. Probably the Horde in the left lane, I think, is going to be best. We might have to wait for it though. Man, Hydra Stomper up to 12 already. That's it. So yeah, obviously we can't play Cannonball this time. We can play Juggernaut. You have to guess that they're probably going to play in this lane. We're going to move the shield mid and boost Sam Wilson. If we can block them. Depends what else we get as well. Yeah, we are going to move that card from right to left. Symbiote Spider-Man makes some space mid for them as well. That is just going to mix with Patriot. Okay, so we're big. Look, we're big on this side already. I mean, we could even go above the mid thanks to Hydra Stomper. Yeah, I literally think if we move Spider-Man mid and it just Cannonball and Jins. That seems pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so they have now filled that lane as well, but yeah, I think we're going to destroy. There's Horde, and we'll win right side. Anyway, cool. I mean, yeah, we didn't win mid, but like a 16 power Hydra Stomper is pretty big, guys. That's pretty big. But yeah, obviously enough power with Batroc moving around, and the Cannonball, Miles Morales locking down left lane. So yeah, really good start with this deck. Cool. Okay, cool. Weapon extra stars. Batroc for them and Kraven for us. But we have drawn our Spider-Punk and Sam Wilson. So drop mid. Let's see what the mid location is. Sakar. Instead, let's play our Sam Wilson left because we can. No, could have played that. I could have played that mid actually, and then just moved the shield. They have played a Kraven. Okay, so Miles comes out for us. Hydra Stomper for them. So we're playing a mirror match of sorts. That card's going to be revealed. Okay. So we move the shield there. We're going to Silk. We need to be careful though, because if Silk goes in here, the cards revealed won't move Silk yet. It's a bit tricky. So we might need to move Batroc just with the shield. I mean, Polaris moves the Batroc, okay. When Silk goes back left, okay, fine. So, the shield now going right. We'll move the Batroc. Play in a card, which I think we need to play Spider-Punk now and get them on the board. We can hold off on Juggernaut for now. Let's see what else they're going to play. This could be a Scream type deck if they're playing Polaris. So they have played something in Dark Dimension. See what they play. Possibly a Miles Morales they've put in there. Silk does go mid. Need to boost their Kraven. Spider-Man goes mid, boosts their Kraven and Hydra Stompers. But Spider-Man gets a free move. It's the Kraven. Oh no, it goes to 9. That's a shame for them. They are now blocked mid, which is fine. Juggernaut is now very interesting. The shield back. I'm going to play Mercury mid. Batroc, oh no, that is going to move the Silk, isn't it? That's fine. Yeah, because if Batroc goes left and Silk goes left as well, we can move the shield out the final turn. Silk goes right. Okay, so that is going to be moved by whatever card is there. Aero moves the Mercury. Okay. What we're going to do instead, I mean, we can still move... We can move the shield. Mercury, Cannonball. And then whatever they play here is going to move our Silk out into one of these lanes. So I think that's better for us. Yeah, let's try this. 2 cards for them left, so it depends what they've played in this right lane. So Batroc goes right. Kraven's up to 11, but Cannonball is going to destroy that. Arrow's down to 7 power. Cannonball destroys the Kraven. So there is now there's not space for them to move anything because of that. Silk into Stegron. So we're still fine mid, of course. Their Silk goes right. This is Miles Morales. It's going to move our Silk out and their Silk out, but Batroc is bigger, so we win right. When it's a mirror match, it's kind of because of Silk. Obviously, Silk is the main card that's obviously going to be moving around the board. So yeah, taking out the Kraven, really good for us for the power with Cannonball and Mercury, and then getting these moves on board with Batroc. I mean, Batroc is a 1/10 in this deck. That is sick. That is really good. Obviously, that's game winning for us. I mean, yes, if Batroc moved left, yes, it would have been obviously more power here. We would have won that lane anyway. But yeah, just having a 1/10 is crazy. So yeah, really good. Very cool. So Cannonball, Hydra Stomper, and Silk. Atlantis probably doesn't mean much for us because we are going to have a few cards on the board. Silver Sable, as they called her in France. Right, so Silk can go down this turn. Crown City is interesting because it means we need to kind of line up where we're going to put stuff. Yeah, let's go Silk left for now. To Merlin. Okay, so some of these locations could be turned off. Dream Dimension. Not great for us. So, I mean, Batroc is a 1/0. Tricky. Because we can move stuff. So let's move Hydra Stomper now. And then we can do stuff next turn. Obviously, it depends what's going to be moving. And obviously what else we can draw. Like Prowler next turn would be great. Because then we can play Batroc on the Silk. And we can play the Prowler for the tools. We still haven't drawn. Still have not drawn our Prowler. That sucks. So Sam Wilson is going to go mid. Batroc is going to go into this lane to move the Silk, which will then move that as well. And Arana is going to go into this lane too. They are obviously going to be moving their werewolf around. So if we can catch that with Cannonball somehow, it might be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, the key is obviously they are going to want to finish on... They've got their Prowler. That doesn't seem fair. I mean, they didn't get a move last turn, if I'm correct, so their tools would only be 1 cost. I mean, at least they drew their Prowler. We haven't even seen ours yet. So, the shield will move Batroc first, unless their werewolf moves first, actually, isn't it? There is Prowler, so I think we can play Prowler now. The other thing we need to be careful is obviously we need a little bit of space for the tools, but we can move the shield, obviously. I'm going to play Prowler here, because then Arana will move the Prowler mid. Yeah, let's see. A lot of cards for them. Vibroshot Gauntlets. So they've given their Prowler +2 power, +1 energy for next turn. That's obviously what we would love to do. Okay, let's see what ones we get. Obviously the energy next turn we won't be able to do because we're playing these effects on turn 6. That's a great hit for them. So yeah, let's see what we can get with our tools. So Cannonball's going to be a 1 cost, we know this. So Cannonball is probably going to have to go mid. Then the question of what have we got? So we got, we got the same. Oh, it's moved the. Oh, can we move the shield? We can't move the shield out. Sucks. Shouldn't have activated the Arana. So I now can't move that in. But what we're going to do instead is we need to try and win left and right. So, oh, we do have priority. Juggernaut. Juggernaut will move these cards out if there's space. I'm not sure how much space there will be. I actually quite like keeping Hydra Stomper here just because it's 19 power. So I think we just drop these in here because they're tools, they're skills. They will keep Hydra Stomper as the highest power card here. And it means we kind of have to rely on whatever else we're doing. Where is this skill going to go? It's going to go mid. So Beast makes space. Werewolf goes left. That's what's the mid. He was then left card, which was Spider. Is this middle card on reveal? Batroc goes left, which is fine because we're not looking to win mid. It is Silver Sable, so Werewolf goes back mid. Silk moves out as well. So yeah, you can have mid. That is absolutely fine. Even with these cards going into Atlantis and taking the 1 card power away. Obviously, yeah, it's still very good here, and we are much bigger. So yeah, cool. That Juggernaut, I'm not sure if that helped us because I believe the way they laid out their cards, they were hoping to finish with Werewolf here. It was the question of obviously what cards are they playing around the board. So we disrupted them a little bit. We kind of clogged ourselves mid for Crown City, but even with that, we were still able to win those locations. So yeah, very good, cool. Okay, cool. We start with Silk, Juggernaut, and Miles Morales. Pet Mansion, fine. Arana is a great way to start. Bring Dimension again. Yeah, this must be the hot location because it's everywhere. Sam Wilson, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, random player. That is a nice Arana I have. Sam Wilson here. It's an Adam Warlock, okay. So, big house. Okay, so what do we want to do? Shield. Priority is going to move our Silk out. So maybe we put Kraven here because we're going to be moving the shield in and out as well. So let's do that. We have moved, obviously, the shield. So if we do draw a Prowler, that's that turn 4 of Prowler and Miles Morales, which is pretty good. Crystal draws cards. We've got Hydra Stomper as well. That's excellent. That's not a bad turn 4 either. Okay, so shield out. We can move. Miles in. Hydra Stomper left. I'm not too worried about Big House. Obviously, it depends what they're trying to play, but yeah, obviously Juggernaut can move stuff into that lane if they're not going to be putting stuff there. Silk can end up in that lane as well. Magic has turned off Dream Dimension. That's quite nice. We have shut down that Adam Warlock quite severely. That's nice. Right, Spider-Punk. Great. So, Silk into Spider-Punk. Moves the Silk. We can move the shield out as well. Let's see what they've played left. Just a cool animation for Spider-Punk. I love that. It's Agony into something. Darken. Hello. What deck is this? Crystal Adam Warlock, Magic and Darken. Okay. If we get... There's Prowler, so we can play Prowler because we have moved cards, obviously. So shield here. I think we do want to hit the Darken with Spider-Punk. That seems like a nice thing to do. They might be looking to Zola it as well. I mean, we could just Cannonball it as well. Interesting. So if we moved it mid, that's obviously great with the Cannonball. So maybe we do that. They might want like Grandmaster and stuff as well. If we move it here, it stops them hitting a Zola. Or do we need the Thief's Tools this turn? Maybe not. No, I'm interested by Cannonball. Yeah, this feels okay. So Cannonball moves the Darken mid, so they're now blocked in. Obviously, if they can discard the Shard, that's going to be good from the Astral Projection. It's something, I guess. So we are bigger mid, much bigger mid. We can move the shield. Yeah, we're looking very good here. So yeah, it's just going to be shield here. Juggernaut here. We'll play Prowler out for funsies, but yeah, we just because of what we were trying to do, yeah, I think yeah, playing that Darken, getting that lock mid, very good. Obviously, the Darken will double, so I'll go to 14-7. Still not enough. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and even though they had a Darken, if they're going to play Modoc, it's not a lot of power. There's not a lot of power on there. They had 4 cards in hand. Obviously, 1 minus the Modoc. 1 was the Shard. So yeah, they didn't get draws. I mean, if this is a discard Darken deck, I'm interested because Wasp was in it. Wasp, Crystal, Adam Warlock. Yeah, maybe they're looking for Zola stuff with it. But yeah, again, a lot of power just on this board. It's Stomper at 11. Great. But Kraven at 11 too. That's fantastic. Got a few moves on Sam Wilson for 6. But yeah, Cannonball, Juggernaut. Spider-Punk we could have obviously played as well. But yeah, there's a lot of underrated power in this deck. And it is playing very nicely. So yeah, I think we've won a lot of our games. I'll check in a minute. But yeah, doing it very well. Cool. Or they are playing Sam Wilson as well. We have drawn Sam Wilson. We have Silk and we have Batroc. And a Monster Island and a Prowler. Right, guys. Let's get Batroc down first. Dream Dimension again. Is this the featured location? I've seen this quite a lot now. We're going to play Sam Wilson right, because we can move the shield and get Batroc to move. Next turn we can play Arana and Silk. And then Prowler will be ready for turn 4, because cards would have moved this turn. So yes, we can finally play some Prowler. Otto Lab, we are fine about actually. So... Silk, Arana. Just for some extra moves. If we do pull Hydra Stomper, obviously that is going to be a huge way for us to get power. Silk goes mid, that's fine. So, Spider Punk for them. So yeah, another similar deck. So we can move the shield. Oh, there's our Spider Punk. So, we can move the shield, which will move Batroc. We're going to play Prowler. Right. Because Silk will move out, Batroc's going to move out as well. And then we can move the shield back next turn as well. So yeah, let's do this. I'm going to hold off on the Arana activation for now. We can do that for Spider Punk next turn, and then that will give us another move for it on turn 6. So yeah, let's see what Thief's Tools we get. So Silk's been hit from Spider Punk. Shield goes left. Batroc goes left. It's Mercury. Okay. So we can't now move any cards out of this lane. So we are now going to have to try and win mid and right. Right, what tools do we get? Remote Vines and Vibro Shot Orders. Hydra Stomper is at least big, which is nice. What can we do here? These cost 1 more because of Dream Dimensions. These will be 0. What we're going to do then is we're going to Arana and play Spider Punk. Because that will move the Spider Punk right. Silk will go right as well. So we would then be blocked in unless they play something right. Which they might do anyway because of Silk. So I don't necessarily mind that. We could also... do have priority. Order. So we can only play 1, can't we? So we need to play this. This first. Activate the Arana to Spider Punk, which will then move, and then Silk will have space to move as well. We're going to hit the, what is it, 1 or 2? Oh no, sorry, it's going to hit Prowler for +2 power and +1 energy. We move the Silk out into the mid, which will then move again because of Spider Punk being played there and being moved. So we are blocked in. They have now played their Prowler. The problem with this is obviously... we can play there still because we can move Spider Punk back out. So now the question is... what can we do? We do have priority. Where do we want it? It's going to be hard because obviously they're going to have priorities. Our Silk is going to be dependent on wherever their Silk goes. I think we need... where do we need our power to be? We need our power to be mid. So I think we're going to be good here because we can drop Hydra Stomper and Mercury. And then if Silk moves there, that's fine. But the move power is going to be ours with Hydra Stomper. So we just need to see if they've got a Hydra Stomper or if they've got Cannonball, what they've got. They played 4 cards. That's quite a lot. Oh, they've got some skills as well, didn't they? So let's see. Yeah, we're not expecting to win left because they locked us in with Mercury. Hydra Stomper right. So Silk goes left. Sorry, mid. Silk goes mid. Their Silk is going to move Again, our silk goes there. So yeah, that silk on the right lane will move our silk back. They have destroyed something there. That's fine. I mean, they were going to win that lane anyway. Ah, they were trying to pull the Cannonball back across with Ghost Spider. Interesting. Vibro Gauntlets hits their Spider-Punk. Silk goes mid. And we're still too big. Yeah, cool. I think, yeah, obviously a lot of people are going to be playing Prowler. It's a very, very good card. Like, we've got some very good effects from that there. But yeah, there might be a few mirror matches going around. But yeah, we're doing very well so far with this deck. Prowler is playing his part, but most importantly, again, 16 power on Hydra Stomper. He's fantastic. 8 power on Spider-Punk. We've got a couple of moves out of him there. And yeah, this deck's playing really well. Cool. Okay. Feast is going to give us extra energy. We've got Batroc, we've got Sam Wilson. So, Batroc here. And then we'll play Sam Wilson mid. Start moving. If they want to give us extra energy, they can. Crown City, potentially useful for us. Kraven as well. Get some shield movements going, that would be very nice. It's a Blade. Blade discards their Spawn. So, Mojo World's interesting as well. Juggernaut and Cannonball are good for Mojo World. Do we want... Actually, no, we can play Kraven now. The reason for that is obviously the move is going to make Miles Morales cost 1 next turn, so we can play Miles with Mercury or Spider-Punk. They've played left again, so they're trying to get more energy on the board. Lady Sif discards the Apocalypse. Yeah, we know how this goes. There is Prowler as well. So I think we play Prowler now instead. So we move you there. We need to... I'm going to do this. We can keep a spot here. Obviously the shield's got to come in and out. Keep a spot for Mercury if we do draw a Cannonball, because then that could be something we target. So we've got Flight Harness and Vibro Gauntlets. Lovely. There was the Modoc. So let's hit Scorn. Apocalypse, of course. Black Cat. Is it just those? Oh, and a Ghost Rider as well. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Right. What can we play? Alright, so we move the shield. Actually, I'm going to move the shield to the left. Or am I? So we have priority basically. So if we want to play, yeah. So it's this. Order is very important here. So right, let's get this right. I do think we want a Juggernaut as well, and I think we probably want a Juggernaut Crown City. So I think we put that down first. Let's think about this. We're going to move the shield left. We're going to go... Highest power card here is going to be Juggernaut. So I don't mind that. Let's do that. Do this, and then we play Spider-Punk here, because that's going to move out as well. That seems fine. They did play mid, so Juggernaut is going to move something if that is Dracula or Apocalypse. It's going to go right as well, so they will need to have a lot of cards there to win. Vibro Gauntlets hits Batroc, which is a 110 now, that's pretty good. And there's Spider-Punk. So, Morbius and Scorn. So they have Apocalypse. We can get Cannonball. No, it's Hydra Stomper, but Hydra Stomper is a 10. Now, move the shield mid. Which pulls the Batroc. Well. Shield goes mid. We leave the Spider-Punk here for power. So Batroc goes here. We could just do this. We're not expecting to win left, obviously. But yeah, obviously Batroc going mid with the shield. Spider-Punk stays there as well for power. That seems pretty good. Let's do that. It's just one card for their mid, which is going to be the Apocalypse or Dracula, right? So how big are we going to be? Hydra Stomper is 11. That's 30 power. That seems pretty big. It's Dracula, yeah, because we're going to discard the Apocalypse as 16, so it goes to what, 18, 20, 21, yeah, nowhere near. Cool. Yeah, obviously discard cards can't get a lot of cards on the board, so Mojo World's always going to be good for us. But yeah, again, we can just get so big. Hydra Stomper at 12, Batroc at 12, Sam Wilson at 6 with a few moves. Like, come on, guys. Kraven at 11, Prowler skills adding power as well to Juggernaut. Yeah, I love this deck. I love this deck.